It may look glamorous to be on camera and be here at World of Asphalt, but the real truth about it is that the hardest bits are kind of yet to come. There's stuff you'll not see that will be very boring, and you'll be very glad that we did not capture it on camera, because it will be me hunched over a notepad or my laptop feverishly writing things and trying to document as much as possible. So we'll save you having to experience that firsthand. We'll just show you the good stuff. Me all the way, right? All right. I've made a bit of a fool of myself. I've been making plenty of mistakes.
So I knew you weren't going to get it the first time.
Of course not. That would be insane.
I should be looking better than this, I feel like.
We're here in Nashville, World of Asphalt 2024. No Edge Lines Season 2, coming in with a bang. There's gonna be parties, there's booths, there's the most equipment you can possibly imagine for the industry. New stuff, refreshed stuff, redesigned. Everybody's here. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest, my first World of Asphalt. But we're gonna do everything we can over the next 2.5 days to try to capture and distill as much as possible and show it all to you.
I'm a fool, I know it's true. Oh, baby, come back to me. Yeah. Come back, baby.
Without that guy, I wouldn't have got here. I just followed him on the way here today.
No, I could be your man.
I think first stop on the list right now is the working group booth. Paver right there, this big one. This is one of the top 30 products from Asphalt Contractor that we picked this year, and you can see why. The thing is enormous. I mean, I don't think they get much bigger than that. You could line these things up end to end and pave a whole highway. Knick Construction?
It is, yeah.
Where you guys from? Anchorage?
Anchorage, Alaska, yes sir.
What are you most excited to see here at World of Asphalt?
Well, I wanted to see the this Vogel paver, the working group, the Aztec stuff. Yeah.
We're brand new at this too,
Yeah.
but we had a video that we released of we were wearing the Apple Vision Pro and walking around the pile, and we got the same thing, photogrammetry. We got
Right.
the volume of the pile, and it went crazy. We had 4 million views in a few days, and it's been kind of nuts to see people like
4
walk
million
around
views, yeah.
and they're like, oh, that's the beard guy from the Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture you with the Vision Pro and just the beard hanging out. That would be quite a sight to see. I'm gonna have to look you up.
Apple Vision Pro stockpile, how's it feel?
Feels like I deserve a certificate. Feels great. This
Yeah.
is crazy.
I was wondering what you're most excited to see here at World of Asphalt.
I'm just taking it all in.
Yeah? I see you're with the Air Force. What's it like paving for Uncle Sam? Can you say, is that classified? Why do you think it is that there's like a rush of technology kind of entering this space?
I think asphalt is everywhere. It's not going away, right? And the industry as a whole has been underrepresented when it comes to technology for a long time. There's only been a few players in the space that have done a really good job paving the way for a little bit more sophisticated companies to come in and just take it to the next level. And that's where we see ourselves, is really disrupting the way that estimates should be done, simplifying the way proposals are calculated and generated in a much faster, more accurate method, so that we can get back to our customers in a timely manner and close more deals.
One of the lessons that I learned at Con Expo last year, you got to plan where you're going to go and how you're going to get there. because there's too much. And you're gonna get tired. Tonight I should do it.
Yeah.
I think I should join you for a drunk run
All right.
tonight.
Let's do it.
We have some beers,
Yep.
get some food in us,
Yep.
and then I go and run with you till I throw up. This is the difference. You run after you have some fun, and you look like Kyle, or you look like the editor of Asphalt Contractor magazine.
Who am I supposed to be? And what is left to prove?
Ever since the reveal of Lee Boy's fully electric paver, Chris Broom and I have been having an ongoing conversation about electric machines. In a recent issue of the magazine, I wrote about some of my thoughts from those conversations, and so I decided to catch up with him at the show. But the more you hang out with me, the more you're just gonna have to get used to it.
We have a good rapport going.
I think we do.
Right.
This, I know how to spell your name appropriately now.
We've been across the bridge of that, right?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, did you see the electric article? Yeah.
I did see it, and I read about 3/4 of it, if I'm going to be honest. Hey,
Listen.
that's an improvement. I generally don't get even that far.
I came down, I spent time with you, walked to the factory. I write an article inspired by our conversations.
Yes. And that's why you got 800% more of my engagement than you would have otherwise, right?
I guess I'll have to accept that. I have since talked to several people here at World of Asphalt about a lot of the telematics companies, people who measure what the machine's doing.
Yeah.
And I've seen an interesting trend.
Okay.
That's that a lot of heavy machinery, I'm talking heavy iron, mills, rollers, they spend anywhere from 35 to 45% of their time waiting.
You're talking about duty cycle, and in the duty cycle on brooms is less than 25% typically.
Yeah.
So an 8-hour day, you're probably sweeping a couple hours at most.
The equation I did in the article was about looking at the idle times and things that you're losing dollars and cents every second that goes by. That this doesn't happen.
And you're putting wear on all those moving components. You're spinning pumps. Your whole diesel engine, right?
Yeah.
You're putting hours on it the whole time. You don't do that with the electric stuff.
I see it as my mission to get people on board.
So in the early 2000s, when people came around selling power tools, the hand impact stuff like that, the battery powered ones, well, they weren't really preferred at that time. They didn't work a long time, and the thought was, oh, I've got these airlines, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use all air tools. They got better power. That's flipped in the last 10 years, especially to the point to where Lee Boy doesn't really buy very many pneumatic tools. We're buying all electric impacts. There is a turnover that's going to happen, and I've told contractors this, where they're going to prefer this because it's going to have less maintenance costs, right? And it's going to do the same job. It'll perform just the same. We get hesitancy. There's 0% battery action once they've been on the machine.
Actually, and they're like, oh, this is no different.
So people that are apprehensive, you get on it and you kind of come away going, oh, I get it. This is fine. It has its application. It works just like the paver or the broom I'm used to.
Yeah.
It's not a changeover. That's why we made it so exactly similar as far as the controls.
The first sentence in the article is, you shouldn't buy an electric construction piece of equipment right now. And I thought if I started with that, people would know, I'm not trying to convince you to do this. But the second sentence was, but eventually you're going to find it pretty difficult not to want to. Trying to look cool though when you're exiting. You're
Well, just if you fall, nobody's going to laugh except me.
oh, dude, everyone would laugh, but it would be memorable and well worth it.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for putting up with me for a few minutes and getting on camera.
Oh, we had fun.
We did. If you've been to World of Asphalt, you know that there are a lot of events and parties after the show. But you can only go to one at a time. If you're lucky, you might go to one for a little while and then party hop. Dynapack, however, has quite the genius solution to party hopping. They have theirs on the General Jackson Riverboat. That's where I'm headed tonight with my friend Ryder Harmon. He's the sales manager for All Mix, a company that produces asphalt plants. But tonight he's not accompanying me in a professional capacity, but more as my plus one. What I'm excited about is that I have told Dynapack that you and I will provide some entertainment tonight.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I said we're gonna sing the On a Boat song from Step Brothers.
Am I playing the drums?
I'm on a boat. It'll be my first official booze cruise.
Really?
Yeah.
First ever?
First
in your
booze.
life?
Yeah, first booze cruise. Funny enough, my daughter, who is turning 16 next month, she's been on a booze cruise. So she had watched like The Office and stuff on TV. She knew enough from watching TV that she was like, I know what the purpose of this boat is in the nighttime, but in the daytime they do like little kiddie tours. It's around
Alternate revenue stream.
alternate revenue streams.
Well, my daughter's 3. She's been on 0 boosters, but I mean, we might have to change that out in the next couple of years.
My wife just texted me, Puff Daddy getting raided.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Wait, is that real?
It's happening. His LA and his I don't know where the fuck else. Miami.
His
getting raided
multiple
right now.
homes are being raided at the same time.
They think he's running a sex trafficking ring.
All right, cut the
Sorry.
we're not talking about this.
Cut.
Talk about where the FBI should raid.
You're right. Yep.
She's hiding something, guys.
Something going on in there.
I don't know what it is, but it's not right. Hey! I'm with my entourage. Dormy is his rider.
Hi, I'm Ryder.
You're Dormy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We'll be able to board here in about 5 minutes or so.
So, is there a VIP entrance? You know what I'm saying? A VIP line for your friends?
Where does the talent?
All right. She would not tell me if there was the VIP line. There most certainly is. We're gonna see some guy in a blazer walk up ahead of us. You just bet. Yeah?
Speaking of this shirt, you were talking about the shirt earlier. I have
Yeah,
the
this-
short sleeve version of this shirt.
I can't
and
imagine
I packed
this.
it to wear tonight, and I almost fucking wore it. And had you not told me to wear something warm, I might have been wearing that shirt. Now this might have been over it, but we would have looked.
We would have looked like Step Brothers.
I'm like kind of pissed that we didn't wear it. I can wear it tomorrow if you want to run that shirt back.
General Jackson, which military was he a general in? What would be a good updated name for this if we needed to get a congressional renaming instead of the General Jackson? Called Steamboat Willie?
Steamboat Nancy Pelosi.
Jackson could be a Union Army.
The president who was Jackson on the $2 bill, right? Isn't that
Andrew Jackson?
Andrew Jackson? Yeah, I don't. Should have paid better attention. Maybe they're talking about Andrew Jackson. Was he a general at some point?
I know that. I think they called him Old Hickory. I know that. I don't know if that's a general.
That would be a sick name for this boat.
Old Hickory? Old Hickory Steamboat.
He's on the $2 bill. He can't be that bad.
But isn't the saying that's as something as a $2 bill? What's the saying? Like there's some derogatory thing we say about $2 bills.
Oh, really?
It's as weird as a two. No, that's something else. I don't know what the saying is.
This is a fucking riverboat.
Yeah, dude.
This is not
holy
like
shit.
a.
This is not a booze
This is
cruise.
not a river boat. This is an actual river.
It's not a. We're not out on a pontoon. How are you doing, sir?
Fantastic.
Did you love seeing your name in print?
Absolutely. Always.
Yes. Oh.
How's it going? Thanks for having us.
Chattahoochee is a real river. That's a real river name because it
Sounds right to
I didn't
me.
pull that out of nowhere.
No, you said it with confidence. You said it with some confidence.
The river behind my house is called the Cuyahoga.
Oh, yeah, it could be the Chattahoochee.
It's not a big leap. I mean, you can name a river anything, but
That is true.
Chattahoochee is a strong name. If I was given if they asked me, Brandon, will you name this river?
You name the Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee.
Just off of vibes alone.
it's got a real Chattahoochee vibe.
We met at Avex. How you doing, my friend? I'm Ryder. Ryder. Remind me of yours. Henrico. That's right, Henrico. Nice to see you again, boss.
I'm Brandon Noel. I'm the editor for Asphalt Contractor magazine.
Oh shit, I like that magazine.
Oh shit, well I make it.
It's a good magazine, you know what I mean?
If you're deciding between pavement solutions or royal
It does have a good name to it. I know it does. It's got that, right?
It does. It's got a lot of juice. It's got a lot of juice. This man right here this is his party. This is his party. He's putting on this party. I just wanted to make sure.
It's an industry party.
Oh.
It's for everybody.
Hey Jamie, will you settle a bet for us? So on the way here, my friend Ryder, Jamie, we met at
Pavex.
Pavex.
Good to see you again, boss.
So I say Roush is on Roush.
Roush.
All right. I would come to that job, but I have to be in court on April 9th.
I will fly you in April 7th. Wings at changing times, you know the spot.
I know it.
April 7th. April 8th will pave, I'll fly you back on the 8th. At the end of the day.
Sounds good to me.
Fuck it. Let's do it live.
All right, we're in.
You gotta get your sister there.
My sister will be there. Everyone that matters. No edge line, season 2.
Right. This is episode 1.
Why does his sister need to be there?
She's gonna film.
We should do an episode where you try to run an asphalt plant
for a day.
Just see how
much
many
shit I can
thousands
fuck
of dollars you cost an asphalt plant in 12 minutes of trying to run it.
Yeah, I mean, like when I go out on a paver, it's like, oh, you fucked up the seam a little bit. We'll fix it. But he's saying I should run an asphalt plant for a day. See how
for
many,
like an hour.
See how many mixes I can totally
see how
fuck
bad
up.
he fucks up.
Have you seen the fact that people cook food on their pavers?
Oh yeah. That could be a whole
episode.
That's
a future episode.
Yeah.
The cuisine, the asphalt cuisine.
Asphalt cuisine.
Like
just the
I know
best way to heat
a
things
guy
up.
who told me that he had a crock pot that he plugged in to the paver. Don't ask me how. I don't understand it.
Oh yeah.
And they had a crock pot on there and they had chili in it. And I'm like, that sounds like the worst meal to eat on a hot day while paving.
Would be real high on my list.
Like
it's hot. I'm sweating. I'm gonna have some chili.
I'm covered in shit. And then like, give me that bowl of chili. You know, half of what we're doing here is all at World of Asphalt, and it's all very industry shit. What up?
Throw us your dog! Give us the dog!
So you're a manufacturer in this industry, and there are so many ways to connect with customers. Is these shows worth it? I mean, this should just keep kind of going the same way it is, or is there room for, like, I don't know, transformative new ideas?
Well, I think there's always room for transformative new ideas, but I think there's always a time and a place for getting together with people who are in your industry and having conversations and seeing the equipment in person. And you know, one of my favorite things about these types of shows is just having fun with people. You kind of break down the barrier, because you know, you don't really, when you're in a normal sales meeting or you have someone come to the factory and look at our equipment, there's limited spaces for fun. And shows like this, you know, they allow you to kind of take that extra step with someone, and you can talk about equipment. You spend the day showing them the technical specs, showing them the iron, showing them what you build, but then there's that opportunity at night to actually find out who that person is. Well, as a sales guy, I think people buy stuff from people
they trust.
Who they want to hang out. Well, they want to hang out with, and they think are, yes, trustworthy, but also someone that they're going to want to talk to, especially in an industry like mine, where you don't just sell somebody something and disappear.
You service it.
You're in their life, in their business for a long time, hopefully.
So if they don't like you,
right? So you want to. It's a good place to establish deeper relationships with people. And I think, you know, you do meet a lot of people for the first time, but I think these shows are really great for if you've known somebody for a bit and you get them out to the show and you have a good time with them. It furthers that relationship and solidifies it a bit more.
They know if you're coming by the plant, you know, a year or two from now, they're like, oh, that guy was a good dude.
Yeah.
And we'll go out to dinner and it'll be a fun time. Can stand being around him.
Yeah.
You know what? I wasn't anticipating such a really great answer. I'm gonna be honest. That was it's a fantastic, because you won me over, because there was a part of me that was like, you know, I'm new to this industry still very green to it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wonder, is this still a thing that we should like just keep doing? But I think you're absolutely right. Like, so much of this is based in that relationship.
Yeah.
You convinced me.
Cheers, bud.
I'm on a boat, yeah. Dude, I'm on a boat. I don't know any of the other words, but I'm on a boat. I got my flippy floppies. You're in Kinko's making copies. And then T-Pain shows up and sings part of the song. I don't know any of the other words, but I am on a boat. Don't forget to visit forconstructionpros.com, where you can find every episode of No Edge Lines, every issue of the magazine, events like the Ignite Construction Summit, the PaveX Pavement Experience, how-to articles on asphalt and pavement repair, and so much more.